guys, hope you're having a great day today. It is Thursday. Happy Thursday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. We're gonna get the glazed over fog look here on the camera. It is muggy outside. I was inside. The sound machine is on. Kids are sleeping in a little bit, and so I'm like, oh, I'll come outside and film my intro on the swing, which is great. This is gonna be my new favorite spot to sit and read my Bible. It's a beautiful thing. It's nice and comfy and quiet. It was quiet this morning. I just came out now and the squirrels were like attacking each other up in the tree, and so Maxine's having a fit, but she's quiet right this second, so we're gonna go with it. Maybe not. There she goes. She ain't having any of that. So, camera keeps fogging. So today I'm gonna do a bunch of those recipes that I got in the mail yesterday from my friend Sandy. So I'm gonna try them out and see, pulled some out, and then I thought about doing a couple other ones that we have in our cookbook. It's gonna be a good day today. So let's go back inside because the camera's just fogging. Maxine keeps barking. It's hot out here. So let's go inside and start making some wonderful food for the day and for the family. Sound good? All right, let's go. Okay, this first recipe is cocoa banana cupcakes. On the back of it, it talks about a tap dancing journey. There's no date or anything. The lady's got like, on the back of the lady, there's like a picture of a lady in black nylons. Wasn't that big, like in the 90s? I remember wearing those when I was in school. And they're talking about tap dancing, so I'm assuming it was a long time ago. Basically, they're gonna be banana cupcakes. They have the frosting is made with cream cheese on theirs. I'm gonna do like a one that we would have made growing up with shortening, and like probably like I think it's the boiled icing. I think it's a boiled icing. I have to look. My mom made it before, so I'm gonna work on that one. So I'll put the recipe on the screen. I got bananas in my freezer. It'll work. Mix it all up. Oven's ready. It'll be a good cupcake. I haven't made cupcakes from scratch in a long time, so this will be good. It's been a little while since I've used paper liners. I just used to use my silicone ones, but I do have some of these. This will be easier for cupcakes, so they don't actually definitely get thrown away, but from the humidity, they definitely stuck together. So I'm gonna put some in here, about 3/4 full. Isn't that what it is? 3/4 full. 3/4 full. Yep. And we'll bake at 375. Okay, the recipe said it was for 1.5 dozen. This definitely got 24, so I'll put these in the oven. The next one I saw was coconut loaf. It's from Taste of Home, is where it's from. Now I saw this one, and I don't normally make like coconut bread or anything, but I have this wonderful creamy coconut spread from my childhood that I remembered as being so delicious. It wasn't exactly what I remembered. And it wasn't, I haven't had it since. So I'm thinking, I'm like, it might be it was coconut mixed in with it, I don't know. So I'm thinking to make the bread, and I can put this either on it to serve it or on top for frosting. I don't know, I guess we'll kind of see how it turns out. But this is just a loaf of coconut loaf. I've got coconut here. Something in my pantry. We're gathering up stuff. Not normally. Normally I'd be making Mama Bell's chocolate chip cookies because everybody loves those, and I don't usually venture out and do too much different because everybody likes cookies, but I don't have anything. I don't have the pudding for that right now, so I'm gonna have to make something different today, and that's good. It'll be something good to try. So let's do the coconut loaf here, and I'll put the recipe on the screen. Mix this up. Should be good. I've got coconut. The only difference, it had added vanilla. I have coconut extract, so extra coconut. I think it'll be good. Okay, that smells really good. I don't normally ever use parchment paper. Usually I just grease my pan. The only thing I have left is this tiny little bit of Baker's Joy. I'm totally out of cooking spray, completely out of cooking spray. So I don't want this to stick at all. So I'm just gonna set this in, pour it in, see what we get. Okay, I think I'm gonna make a couple different loaves of just different things I normally would not make, like coconut bread, never made that. Pineapple bread, would never make that. And banana bread, I haven't made that in a long time. So I'm gonna do like a few of those so I can put them in the oven all at once because they bake for an hour, all of them. So this one is pineapple nut bread. This was in 1994. Graduated from high school. That's a long time ago. Definitely a long time ago. So this is from like one of those newspaper ones. So isn't that kind of cool? Love it. So this one, I'll put the recipe on the screen. I'm thinking everything on here I've got, which is good. And then again, this could be one of those, like put the coconut spread on as well. I'm gonna do the same bowl, not gonna rinse it out because I don't mind if it's coconut pineapple mixed together. I've got a big container of pecan halves. I need to grind them up and put them in the like food processor, make it quicker, but I'll just use this with a bag. I cut the paper a little bit shorter on that one, so I had to be real careful putting that in. I'll put these both in the oven right now. So then the other loaf of bread that I'll do is banana bread from my family cookbook right here. We've been making this one forever. The only thing I'll do different is I use sour cream in here. I don't have sour cream, but I have yogurt. So I'll just substitute that for it. And instead of coconut oil, I'm gonna use canola oil because I already have it out. Got my bananas in there, keep mixing it up. The cupcakes are done, so what I'm gonna do is mix up a frosting for the cupcakes. I'm gonna do the Crisco shortening one. Went to my pantry and I'm like, oh, do I have enough powdered sugar? You need 4 cups. I have 4 cups, that's all I got. So it's definitely gonna have to be a fill-in next week's shopping. So I'm gonna add, this is going to be, do I take a picture? Let me take a picture. I'm gonna air on a little bit less in case it like needs more. I know you can make it, you can grind up regular sugar to make powdered sugar. I just don't wanna do that. So it's 8 tablespoons of cocoa and hot water. I'm gonna use coffee, hot water, coffee, or milk it says. I'm gonna let that sit. I'm probably gonna do like 7 just to make sure that it's, you know, enough powder. Keep frosting a little bit thicker. That's okay. It's more fudgy. So cupcakes turned out they're good. They didn't get super brown. They're softer. I think they're gonna be good. They smell good. So I will just have to be real careful spreading. Oh, maybe it'll do good. It'll just spread on real careful. Like I think that'll work. I got sprinkles on here or no? Sprinkles make everything taste good, right? Maybe we'll do some of those. So let me go get a platter to put these on, and then we'll have cupcakes for today. Okay, Maddie just tried one and she said, they're really good. So they're a little sticky to the paper, but she said they're very good. So, good? Okay, that's a good thing. That worked out perfect. Maddie says they're really good. Not bad at all. I'll have some chocolate frosting, a whole container left over, so that's good. Okay, I think I'm gonna wash up. Well, let me see. I gotta look and see what I'm gonna do for dinner. I wanna get all my food done because you never know how the day's gonna transpire. Okay, when your house is a little bit different setup, you can't just do a lot of filming like my mountain house. The TV was downstairs, and so it's like everybody was down there watching TV. So I had my own zone up in my kitchen so I could talk when I wanted to. Didn't have too much background distraction, but here, everything is like right here where I'm at. So got all the stuff baked that I wanted to get baked this morning. So the chocolate banana cupcakes, and then in the oven are still the coconut, pineapple, and banana bread. Those will turn out really good. I think that'll be just a nice treat, something different that we don't normally make. It's always good when you're down to, using up your freezer foods, using up your pantry foods, to kind of try something a little bit different, stuff out of the box. Not all the time, because if it's time when I have other good food, the kids are gonna be like, oh, chocolate. I mean, they probably like the muffins, but the breads, they might be like, oh, bread. But if there isn't anything else, like chocolate chip cookies, then they'll probably eat the bread. I find that with kids, we're making a lot of casseroles, a lot of different kind of meals this week. And so normally they'd be like, oh, can I have pizza? Or can I have, you know what I mean? There's always something better for a different meal, I guess is the word. But since we're stretching everything, it's one of those good things. So for dinner, I'm going to make this another older recipe, and it's the penny supper casserole. And I've made this a few times. It's one of those things. It's good. I think it tastes really good. It's not a favorite, but they will eat it. So I'm like, okay, that's good. That's all that matters. They just have to eat it. That's a good thing. So I've got a lot of those little fingerling potatoes in the freezer from the discount store. I have to use those up. So usually the recipe calls for I think you take 8 hot dogs, dice them up, and you take potatoes and dice them up. But I think I'm just going to put the fingerling potatoes in the bottom of the slow cooker and put the hot dogs, or maybe I should do hot dog. I guess it doesn't matter. Hot dogs cut up on top of it. And then I'm going to mix up the mixture, which is cream and mushroom, mustard. And is that it? I'm going to put some spices in there. Pour that on top. In reality, stir it all together. And then I'm going to kind of separate it a little bit, maybe with a piece of foil. I'm thinking probably a piece of foil. I'm going to put regular cheese on one side and Jensen's cheese on the other side. That's going to work. Usually it's Velveeta cheese that you add to it. So normally we add our canned nacho cheese, but I do have a lot of shredded cheese. So I think I'm just going to do that for today. Easy. Put it in the slow cooker, let it cook today, and then that'll be dinner, because I think there's enough stuff for lunch. I know there's enough stuff for lunch. There's a lot of leftovers, so that'll be easy. And then I can get out of the kitchen today, because I'm not sure what we're going to do. I don't know yet. I don't know how the day's going to pan out. It's the summer days. It's the days of sleeping in and getting started later. So I feel like, okay, it's almost lunchtime and I'm just getting done in the kitchen, but just different kind of days. I'm gonna have to psych myself up for school days and back to school days and get up earlier, get your work done, and then, get your filming done, and then be able to focus on school, those kind of things for the day. That's good. I'm just not there yet. Not at all. I'm enjoying my sleep a little bit more right now, and that is quite all right. So let's go out and do penny supper casserole. I left, I just came out and they're already gone. Somebody was watching TV, they're already gone. So, okay, here we are. There we go. We had a lot of hot dogs in the freezer. I bought that big pack of hot dogs, the 2 big ones, Sam's. They were fine. I had one that, oh, you gonna bark at me today? I don't think so. I don't think so. She's a barky dog. We had the squirrels that were out of control in the woods over there. So I had over here a chair by the door and I had a blanket up against it because she just stayed at that window, just crush. I'm like, Maxine, stinkers. She's like, what? I just want some hot dogs. She's like, what do you want, mommy? So I am gonna basically cut all this up. I'm gonna cut this up. Let me just get a bowl. I think that'll be easiest. Any trusty bowl? Right here. I'm gonna cut up the hot dogs. Some are frozen salad, because some were in my freezer, some were in the refrigerator. Here's the fingerling potatoes. I'm just gonna pour them in with some peas and then mix up the mixture, pour it all together, put it in the slow cooker. So this is good. This is my homemade cream of mushroom soup in there. So if you want it thinner, you can add more milk, but my potatoes are frozen. So, and some of the hot dogs are frozen. So there's gonna be a little bit of liquid from there. So I'm just gonna put what I have right inside here. And then I think that should fit. Let's see, it might be too much. Let's see. That'd be perfect. So that would be perfect right there. I will probably let this cook for a little bit, and then when it's getting close to done, I want to put the cheese on it, just sprinkle on top. I'll probably like set a divider in here, some sort of something. I'm not sure what. Something, even a piece of tin foil, kind of separate and do the two kinds of cheeses. But this is easy. Penny supper casserole. It's an old school one. Back from, I got it in the cookbook right here. I've been doing it a long, long time ago. Made it a few times. Not a bad throw together, kind of simple meal. We'll cut into those later. What happened is I went upstairs and worked for a little bit, came down to check this, completely forgot it was almost done. And I just came down now and went, oh my goodness, that's like a little overcooked. So it's very much done there. It's
Maddie.
Maddie in here, wonderful. You guys love Maddie. They love Maddie.
Oh yeah, you all love me. I love you.
So good. So I'm done here in the kitchen. Don't do anything more except the dinner here, which is heating up. And then we'll see what else we do. Okay, so the bread is done, which is really good. Got that finished. And I just moved Maxine's little zone over here. I feel like she's what I've noticed. Can I talk about you, Maxine? I can talk about you, right? Let's talk about Maxine while she's eating. So her little zone used to be in this corner over here, and then it kind of like, I've moved her out since, and I think this works a little bit better for her. I feel like she's closer to me. I put her vacuum out here just because it's easier. I had it in my bedroom, but then it doesn't like come to this area and clean first. It cleans every other area, and this is like the last area, and this is the area that I mostly need it cleaning. So I like to put it here. As soon as I turn it on, it cleans the kitchen really good. Usually the kitchen just gets dirty, and then I can send it back. So this is good, and then I put this here. I was gonna slide it back, but it covers up the shelves there, and I do use my bowls and stuff. But that allows me some space. So my handy trusty Christmas plum tree, which I'll be getting out eventually sooner than later. Maybe I'll get it out for like fall time. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what our decorations are. Put back there or give us a little bit of space. We'll see. And then I put her food over here. What I had to do, her water bowl. Okay, so I switched out her water bowls. Got this new thing. She lately is not drinking her, well, what she's doing is she's coming outside. When she comes outside, she drinks out of the pool. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm like, don't drink out of the pool. And so we always have water for fresh water. We clean the bowl every single day, make it clean for her. But she's not drinking. So the other day she's drinking some, obviously, but not as much. So the other day I just took a regular bowl and set it down here. She drank out of it. And I was like, oh, I wonder if the stainless steel is mixing with the water spout and tasting yucky. Like, I know drinking from a stainless steel water bottle, I guess the water does taste a little bit different here. And so I thought, well, maybe it's just the new bowl. So I brought her old bowl back and filled it up and put it inside here. She still wouldn't drink it. And so my nail lady and I were talking one time. We were talking about the water here. Because we came from the mountains. We had mountain water. It was good and fine. Liked it, didn't even notice it bad. But then I know when the kids would have like bottled water when we went back to like Michigan and stuff, they're like, ew, the water's gross, it tastes yucky. So moving here, I don't really notice the water tasting bad. I kind of think it's fine. And so my nail lady and I were talking. She was from Chicago, and she said, oh, the water here is horrible. And I'm like, really? I said, you think? And she doesn't live far from me. I'm like, really? You think your water is bad? And they had gotten like an osmosis system and that kind of stuff to fix their water. And so she said, the day I realized it was yucky was because my dogs would not drink it. And I'm like, interesting. So I thought of poor Maxine, and she hasn't been drinking out of her bowl. I know, and it's just recently. It was not at all. When we moved here, she drank right out of it all the way. So I don't know. Obviously stainless steel, maybe over time, who knows, it's supposed to be great, but obviously stainless steel, probably it's not perfectly stainless steel, like grade A where it's gonna be really great. Maybe it admits something tastes bad. So what I did is I took one of my bowls, because I've got some other bowls coming. I bought some of the wheatgrass, is it wheatgrass? The ones, Aaron, you told me about. So I have like 3 Corelle ones, or well, not Corelle, but ceramic kind. So I put it inside there like that. Fits inside her bowl, and then she's drinking it. So I think that's a good thing. And then her dog food, yes, we're talking about you. She's gonna drink her water now. There you go. Poor dog. Her dog food, she has been eating all the bacon pieces out and leaving the other stuff. And so poor Maxine. So I'm glad to figure that out for her. So I'm like, I just don't know. Like I know like my water bottle, I used to drink from it all the time daily. I've just stopped. It's not like it's horrible, but I just know like just use glass, and the kids the same thing. We'll take our water bottles with us, fill them up, but maybe over continual thing, I don't know. So anyways, I don't know. I think she's happy now. She's happy she's got that, and then her dog bed's right here, so she can be right by her mommy while she's doing my thing, eating the floor. So I think that's gonna work for now. Always moving and doing things. But what I wanted to do today, I told you, this is gonna be too bright. I think it's gonna be too bright for you. Love Florida living, but it's so bright in the house that you can't see anything for you guys. I used to watch YouTubers all the time, and they always have their curtains shut and their lights on in the house, and I'm like, don't they ever just open their windows? But because when I lived in the mountains, we didn't have, we had curtains and stuff, but I just liked my windows open, but it wasn't blaring sunshine in my house. So now I see why they had their shades down and their lights on, because the lighting is it's something you have to think about when you're filming. So anyways, got the espresso machine. Now I've tried the coffees, making them at home. Like I like going to Starbucks. I like getting a macchiato drink. I feel like it's good coffee. Okay, so then I started doing, like I bought the, what did I buy? This thing right here. Bought it at Aldi because my mother-in-law had made coffee press, right? And I'm like, oh, this will make it stronger. It'll be good. It's okay, but it's still not perfect. So for me, and I tried doing just regular coffee, like on a stronger setting, but it seems like when you make it, it just waters it down. Now for me, like my cold coffee, I like it to be stronger. I don't just like coffee with ice. I like it that strong coffee. And so a lot of you said you're just gonna have to get espresso pods either for your Keurig or do an espresso. That is where you're gonna have it. That's the only way to do it. 'Cause we used to even take the coffee granules, soak them, and then have cold coffee that way. But it's still, it just is not, it's not the same. I know it's not the same. So for me, I'd like the coffee like to be like, taste like it, or I'm just gonna be tempted to buy more. And so we had the Starbucks cold coffees. We buy that. I even bought the one from Tim Hortons wasn't too bad. It was the concentrated kind. And then adding water to it. Someone said that their kids work at Tim Hortons, and they said if you add vanilla flavoring, half and half, and the Tim Hortons coffee and water, that it's gonna give you the ice cap taste. And I believe that does. I really do think that does. So that was, I think that's $7 or $8 for like it's concentrated, it's on the shelf. So that wasn't too bad. Well, the kids are raving. I got some older ones that like coffee, and they talk about the espresso machine, having their coffee doing that. So I'm like, okay, we can try it out and see. I probably end up putting this down. I moved this over here, think it'd be a little bit better up here, but I know this I'm not gonna use all the time, or maybe I will, we'll see. So one thing I noticed, you're gonna have to get espresso beans for this. I use the Mavericks coffee. Mine are not espresso, or you can use the regular coffee, but what happens is the way the water goes through it, if it's not real fine, it's not gonna give you that flavor. Just like when you try to make strong coffee, it just doesn't work. So I ended up going to the store looking for espresso coffee. I know, I'm sure there's a specialty coffee store. I'm sure there is here, or like a Whole Foods or something, just not by me. We just went to, I'll say Ingles, not Ingles, Publix. And so the only thing we saw was this, the Cafe Bustelo. I know it's a super strong coffee because my girlfriend and I used to drink this, and it was like, oh yeah, super strong. it's some good strong coffee. You want some like punch? Drink one of these right here. So I got this to do coffee with. So I'm learning. I've got all the instructions here, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna use the coffee today because it's, like I said, summer. It's feeling those tired days, and I just definitely need a little boost. So the one thing I was looking for, we went to the store, I was looking for like coffee espresso shot glasses, which I'm going to the dollar store, and I'm like, surely the dollar store will have shot glasses. I go there and I'm like asking the lady, do you have shot glasses? And she's looking at me with all my, kids running around the store. And I'm like, yeah, it's for an espresso, not for, alcoholic beverages. But the kids said, because I don't have anything small to go in here, I'm gonna have to get one. I'm sure we'll find one. I'm sure when we go Goodwill shopping, we'll find one. I just did not see one, or even Walmart probably sells them. I just was not near one to get one. So then when my kids said, use your Jello cup. So let me see if those will work. So Brooklyn said you're gonna need two, because they're gonna have to go on both sides up here. So we're gonna see how this works, but I'm pretty sure you turn it on. It heats up. It's got the frother. I don't use the milk frother. This 211 instructions. There's an awful lot of instructions. Two things here, but my favorite ones here. Pictures. There's like words, and I'm reading it. I'm like, okay, there's just a whole lot in there. So right here, pictures. So this is a good thing. So it looks like you turn it on, which I did. Put some coffee into the portafilter and tamp. I was looking for my thing. I'm like, where's my tamper? So I'm going to use right here, this stuff. I'm assuming it's gonna be one good scoop of this, because that would be like a coffee, right? Tamp it down. You can see that right there. Let's see. And then put it in here. Let's see. Left to right. Oh, just like that. Perfect. Okay, then what do the instructions say next? Okay, so I think that's it. I'm gonna stick these here because there's two little sides it comes out of, and you just hold this. Let's see. So that's it. This is your shot of espresso. But you know, it's good strong coffee. And then also look at the pictures, the different kinds of coffee. Do you know all the different kinds of coffee? Like an espresso is just espresso, and that's it. Like I like the caramel macchiato, where it's an espresso, flavoring, milk, and what's that top on it? I can't even see. Where's the zoom up thing in there? I don't even know what that says. Milk froth. I'm not gonna do the milk froth. I don't like warm milk. I don't even like that foamy stuff at all. So I'm going to make mine a little bit different. And then this right here warms up as well. So we're gonna do a cold one here. Let me put this right here. Let me get some ice out. I'm feeling a little pumpkin spice. Brooklyn came down today. She's like, smell my arm. I'm like, I smelled it. It's like pumpkin-y. I'm like, it's not even fall time yet. So for me, this is how I would get one made at the store. So I put a little bit of this in the bottom. And I know you can make these yourself. It was one of those things where the cold coffee at home, it just wasn't like my favorite. So I got a couple of these at the discount store. Thought I'd try them, and I'm like, I never really tried them. But yeah, you can definitely use up a whole lot. So I will be definitely making my own. I'm sure you can just make like a sugar base and then add like flavorings to extracts. And then we got half and half. And I'm gonna put that in here. I should just get like coconut milk. I'm gonna have to do some more ice. Let me get some more ice. There you go, because doesn't Starbucks fill up mostly with ice? And then I'm gonna put my shots in here. Let's see. Be able to do 2? Almost 2. 1.5. Let me get a little stir here and see how that does. I don't like the fancy like caramel syrup and all that. Right here, chopsticks do really good stirring cold coffee. And don't worry, I'll drink that other shot. I'll just pour it in here in a minute. Oh yeah, it's strong coffee. Right more on top. That to me is good. I'm gonna make one for Greg and see how he likes it too. I like super strong coffee. So for me, I like the macchiatos. Starbucks has them, and I like how I don't necessarily stir it all the way because I like that the flavor is a little bit separate from the strong coffee. I might have maybe, I'll get coconut milk now. Now that I have this, it's a little bit stronger. It makes it better because I bought all the coconut milk before to make some, but I just was not liking it with the watered down coffee. So let me make another one for him. Okay, tamp it down. Okay, let's do this here. Put the little things. Okay, I pushed this one. I'm assuming that's the manual button. Didn't mean to, but that actually worked out good because Greg doesn't like his as strong as I like mine. So I bet you that's what that button is. Let me see. Manual. That's actually probably gonna be better for him. For sure. He likes his with a little bit of the flavors. Let's see how this is. This will just be more, a little bit watered down. Which will probably be better what he likes. That's good. Okay, that's a little bit more watery for him. But I can see that this is the manual one, so you could probably make it stronger by doing less. So that's an option. Okay, not bad. So this is good. And this would be the milk frother. We push this and have the milk. I just do not like that. So I would probably never use that function. Girls, they might like that, but nice. So this will be a nice little addition. We'll experiment more, do a little bit more. I like to make it a few more times, get the flavoring stuff right, that the way we like it. That's perfect. So not bad. So I'm thinking for myself, I'm drinking mine for a little bit. I'm thinking too, I will get coconut milk, because that's going to take a lot of that half and half up if I make them like this. Half and half, and then I can even do a little splash of flavoring, like even the creamer, like mix it in like we did that with Greg's. It's good, but just the half and half stuff goes away real quick. So coconut milk will be cheaper, because then you're going to have a whole lot more. So not bad. Okay, did a pool swim for a few hours. Nice afternoon spent in the sun, which is good. Dinner is done. Let me show you here. It's already heated up all the way. So this looks good, tastes good. So what I'm gonna do is take this, and I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna do this a little bit right here. I probably have to get something to push that down. Okay, so for this, what I'm gonna do, I have a very little bit of provolone, very tiny, like literally sprinkle. Just to use that up. And then I'm gonna put regular cheese, out of this side. Nice and cheesy. It tastes really good. Something about the cream mushroom with the mustard. It tastes very good. And then I'll put the Daiya cheese on the other side. And that cheese melts really nice too. So then just keep the lid on it. This will be ready for dinner. I've got it on low. This is perfect, easy, throw together meal. You can, mostly before we used to dice up the potatoes. That was really good. But you and the fingerlings was perfect. Okay, my office. Maxine, follow me up here. She loves her little bed. You happy in here? She's like, is it sleep time, Mom? Should be ready to go for a nighttime walk tonight. So today, summer days are just chill days. Chill days in the household, real life, that's what we're doing. So I've got dinner done. That is really good, very tasty. I like a nice comforting meal. That's what I think of. And it's like hot dogs and potatoes. But it's a good little meal there. So we swam. Tonight we're gonna just kind of chill and relax. And I need to start planning a grocery menu because I am out of everything. So I might attempt to start that to get that rolling because I will have plans this weekend. And then next week we got family coming, so it'll be a little bit busier. So I will see how I film what I do. I definitely not gonna film when everybody's here, but just film around things because that's what you gotta do nowadays. That's what you gotta do nowadays. I just watched another YouTube family and just read through their email and they went through and just said how they're choosing, they started out with their kids on there, now they're choosing to take their kids away. So it's everybody. And unfortunately, the internet's become a big little mess, so I understand that. So we'll do what you gotta do and we'll still film my days and what I'm doing. Maybe Greg's in there, maybe a child in there, maybe Maddie, you know how Maddie is. See how things go. So, but for today, I'm gonna close. Coffee was good. Like, I'm excited to work on it a little bit more and make more till Greg. I'm like, we need to get some more milk. We need to get a little bit more sweetener in there. Because at the bottom of mine, when I had most of my coffee gone, it tasted really good. And I'm like, okay, I just need to mix that a little bit better here. So it'll be good. My phone's beeping away here. So I'm just gonna close today's video. So I hope that you have a good rest of your day. I hope you get some things done. I hope that you're enjoying some time at home. Maybe before the kids go back to school. I just heard it's like 2 weeks or something. What? I know, I'm like, oh my goodness, I feel like summer just started, but I'm enjoying my days. I'm enjoying some breaks. I'm enjoying the pool. I'm just like, we were out there today for 2 hours and I'm like, that's beautiful. So we'll probably do some bike riding tonight and get out a little bit. And if it doesn't rain, hopefully, and then we'll get to do some bike riding and get out a little bit more that way, which will be good. So, all right, have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, bye.